how the interior looks at the moment. I haven't really done much to it apart from fitting this Black Forest Industries weighted gear knob, which I had left over from a previous build, and I have also fitted these RS5 pedal covers. I cannot wait to get rid of this steering wheel. Not only is it really worn. Whoa. Sorry. Not only is it really worn around here, but it's just not the best looking wheel. I have no idea why S5s got them, and the earlier generation RS5s, they should have really got a flat bottom steering wheel. They're just, ugh, that's just ugly, isn't it? I will show you now the one that I have got, which I'm hoping eventually fits, because I'm 2 for 2 at the moment. Ordered 2 wheels and neither have fitted and functioned and worked, got all the buttons working, etc. Does look like Wally in here from that little cartoon character. Those binnacles there really remind me of that. But only other things I've got to do are, I've got the RS5 door pulls to swap over, the sort of trim here. These are just rubber on mine on the RS5, and I think the higher spec S5s later on they had stitched leather, so luckily you can just unbolt them from the back and bolt them back on. I've also got the Ban Olufsen speaker grills because I'm a tart and I just want the little chrome bit around the outside. So yeah, there we go. Here we go. 3 pretty much identical looking steering wheels, and from what the internet tells me and YouTube, that's the only one that will fit. I did buy this one for an Audi A4 Avant that I had previously, so you know, you can let me off with that one. This one apparently was in someone's A5, 100% worked, and got it onto mine and it didn't. So so this one apparently is the one which will work. So I'll show you what it should look like. So yeah, current one, new one. I have a cover coming to replace this. It's just going to be black leather, gloss black and gloss black. So it should look a lot better, and should sort of complement all these piano black trims that I've already got here. Yeah, so here we go. Wish me luck. Airbag cover turned up for the steering wheel. So let's unbox that. Got this from KW Customs. I think this was actually quite well priced as well, from what you would be charged for someone to do this for you if they were to retrim it and get black badges. This was £87, and it looks really good. Wow, let me show you. Right, so I'll take this inside, swap it over, and hopefully not blow myself up. So here we go. It looks as though I just have to take off the airbag stages. This is a dual stage airbag, so you've got that one and that one. So yeah, you take the airbag connectors off, unplug the earth, and then have a look at taking these plastic clips off here. There should be a nut under there. So yeah, let's get going. Oh no. So I've just realised that I need a long reach socket to get down onto these nuts, and unfortunately that is 45 minutes away in my storage unit, so I think I'm going to be getting a screw fixed. Back with the right socket. This one here is a real pain in the arse, these clips. You kind of have to pull these little clips backwards on both sides. So I'm going to try with these really skinny zip ties to sort of pull it forward and then get that down the back there. It's almost like they didn't want you to mess around with these. So hopefully you can see there. And then I'll just have to do the same on this one here. So this little clip, just pull it forward. There we go. And then this should now just wiggle free. Hey, there we go. So yeah, if you're going to do this job, get yourself some of these or something like these, because they're brilliant. That has really helped. So there's just this pesky little one to get off now. Yeah, there we go. And there's the harness off. Next, just 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. Nuts, sorry, take these nuts off. So they were barely finger tight, so I'll just have to remember that when I put it back together. So there we go. Airbags all in neatly. We'll just do the reverse of what we just did and put everything back together. There we go. Yeah, there we have it then. All back together. Swapped over. It actually was not as bad as I thought it was going to be at all. It was a lot, I say a lot easier, but fingers crossed it works. Got this little mic, so hopefully this should sound a bit better and you won't have so much wind noise like in the old video. Steering wheel is now ready to go on. I don't know why I'm doing this voice. It just happens. But that's stupid. Yep, steering wheel I'm going to fit now, and I'm going to change the door cards over. They are just going to go black. I like the cream, I really like the cream, but I don't know if it would look better if everything in here was black, apart from the seats. So I'm going to try it. I've managed to get 2 cheap rear door cards off eBay, and they should be delivered Wednesday. It's now Saturday, so I'm going to jump into fitting the steering wheel. This is probably a horrendous angle. First things first, disconnect the battery. So now the battery's disconnected, I just need to remove these 2 covers. You can see they should just slide up, he says. There you go, just slide on or off, as the case may be. Jesus. And then that one, come on. And I believe there is some sort of Torx. Let's have a look, switch this around. Oh. Yeah, some sort of Torx. What, 20 possibly, 25. Oh, could even be a 30. Let's go for a 30 first. Oh Christ. Oh no. Why does this stuff always happen to me? Oh mate, it's gone down behind the steering column. Oh, Do you ever just think sometimes, like, sorry, that was really close. If you're into cars, like, why do I bother? Like, all this stress, money I'm putting myself through, and I could have just gone and had a good holiday or something for the price of most of this stuff. Then you do something like this, and you're like, oh, please don't break, you know, because that's the rest of your luck, isn't it? You're like, oh, I'll just take this little bit off, and then snap, and then you've got to go and buy something else when you were trying to improve your car and modify it, and then you go and just end up breaking something. Right. We love it, don't we? Must do. Must just be idiots. That's what it is. I'll flip it around so you can see the catastrophe that is my life right now. Oh, Jesus. So it's behind here somewhere. Oh, come on. Why? Right, the rest of it just pulled off, so I assume you do want to come off. But they're just clips, so it must just be a clip like this. If anyone else does this whilst you're changing your steering wheel, I'm glad I could help and show you what you need to do to retrieve said Torx, because oh yes, look at that. Okay. Oh shit me, it didn't help at all. Right, bear with me. So what started as a simple remove a couple of Torx bits has now sort of digressed into a let's just strip the dash out and hope we can find this Torx. Do I really need a T30? You know, probably wasn't even a T30, it was probably a T25, knowing my luck. And I've just gone and lost it for no reason. Maybe it'll just stay in the back of the dash for now. Oh, I don't know. I should probably get it. Alright. Oh, I'll put this down and you can join me when I've... Oh! Oh! There you are. There's a little bugger. There's a little bugger right there. Right. Let's get it. Now see if that was a 10mm socket that we had lost down there. I say we, it makes me feel better knowing that, like, you know, you're with me. If that was a 10mm socket that I just lost there, we'd have just never found it again, would we? It would have just slipped into a parallel universe, just never to be seen or heard of. Also, you know how you can tell this is Audi and not VW? This just fell off, and I thought, oh god, where the hell does that go? Goes in here, look, just like that. Boop. Stop it rattling. Ha! See, VW, you'd have just got that, wouldn't you? There's some metal clips. Enjoy your rattling. So let's try that again. Oh yes, 30, T30. Why wouldn't it be? Nearly. Yes. I believe that is on Titan, so we'll turn that way. And yes, that's much better. Right. Not loosened up at all, really. Oh my god. This is riveting YouTube for you. There are actually really good tutorials out there. I'll link one in the description where I saw of how to do this, because that guy was a lot better at recording than I am. Right, there we go. Hopefully we'll keep that centre. Yeah, that's centered. People always really sort of put the fear of God into me about airbags. Oh, you gotta let the residual charge leave the airbag. So I'm just gonna go and have lunch and leave this for sort of 10 minutes, and then come back and remove the airbag, and then at least I won't die. Okay, so I've now eaten my lunch, so I feel a lot better. I don't feel so hangry. Let's dive into getting this off. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was anticlimactic. Old one off. It's a M12 triple spline, I do believe. Yeah. Couple of hugger duggers. Yes. And very carefully take it off. Throw it in the bin because it's disgusting. New one. So much better. Steady. Steady. Oh, it looks better already. It literally looks better already. So hopefully this will now work. Hopesy. Hopesy. So yeah, there's still some thread lock on there. Don't do what I do. Do it properly. Probably get a new one of these and thread lock it. There is still thread lock on there. It still looks blue, so I'm just gonna go for it. At the end of the day, I'm old, so if I do die, you know, what am I talking about? I just don't have any. Do you do that sometimes? You babble on about absolute nonsense. Here we go. Please fit. Oh, that was a nice sound. That was a nice fitting sound. Pop that on there. Oh! And then I assume we just give it one of them. Just give it one of them. Oh! Oh yes! Oh yes, that's nice. That is nice. Let me show you what that looks like. That is so much nicer. Meep, meep. So hopefully, when I go and plug this battery back in, we should be good. Put the battery back on and hope we don't hear any explosions. So obviously the steering wheel, I torqued it down to 3 or 4 ugger duggers, just in case you wanted to know. Ah, yes! Finally! I know to you guys it might not seem like a lot, like it's like, oh, it's just changing the steering wheel. 3 steering wheels I've tried. Don't believe anyone when they say, oh, it's this one. Do your own research, because I usually do my research, but I just trusted someone, spent £450 on that airbag and other steering wheel, and it just didn't work. So, what a dick. But anyway, I'm really happy with that. Let's just check everything works. Oh, that works. Mode. Oh, we've got everything. Apart from the nav, I don't think. Ooh. Hello? Pardon?
The phone book is empty.
Because I got no friends. So steering wheel's all fitted. Couldn't be happier with that. I'm now going to do the door cards. Shouldn't be too long. I think it's just 3 torques on the bottom, and then you just pull the clips off, undo the little connectors, and then there we go. I have just watched back the footage that I recorded, and I am very sorry. This mic, it was a cheap one, and the sound quality doesn't sound great, unfortunately. And with my excitement, I screeched like a little schoolgirl, so it kind of clipped a bit. So I can only apologise about that. Hopefully it didn't deafen you. I will try and sort that out in post editing. But for now, I have to start talking like David Attenborough. So we are going to change the door cards now, and I will take you with me. Come on, let's go. Rear door cards just got delivered. I'm really happy with the condition of them, and they've got this leather to match the fronts. Oh, someone's feeling a bit needy. So I'll go and chuck them in the back of the car, see how they look. Yep, let's get these on. And if anyone wants to buy some steering wheels, I've got a couple. So, so let me know. I think they're for their Audi A3. I don't know how interesting it would be watching me squeeze around with my arse hanging out in the back of there, so I might just do some YouTube magic and give it one of these. Done. That wasn't a rubbish job at all. Pull that off. Undo this. Pull all this as hard as you can. Unclip that speaker. Just put that one there and it's installed. Yeah, once I had done this side, the other side was a lot easier. I'm glad I've done it now, because I think it looks a lot better in here. I love the cream door cards, but it just feels a bit more upmarket in here now. So yeah, very happy with it. Cut to some cinematics. Nice, yeah. So join me on the next one. I've purchased a 034 Motorsports intake, the silicon pipe. Apparently it gives noticeable top end gains and torque, just loads of torque, so that's great. Apparently it also gives you a lot louder induction noise, because who doesn't want that? So that'll be interesting. We'll do some before and afters and see if it's a load of bullshit, but well, I'm sure it's great. So yeah, I've also will be getting my wing back, and I'll fit my wing, so we'll put that all in one video. Probably won't be a very long one. As I said in the last video, there's not much more I really want to do to this car. It's my daily, so I want to kind of keep it semi-sensible, and I would like to get an RS5 rear bumper for it and get rid of that massively aggressive carbon fiber carbon rear diffuser. I loved it when I put it on, but like it's just a bit much now. And I like how on the RS5 bumper it goes whoop and out, whereas on the one I've got now it goes whoop and then in at the bottom of the bumper. I'm sure you know what I mean. So yeah, I think that's everything. Thanks again. Bye.